Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. The following video was filmed live and I demonstrated how to make this double Z fold card. If you have any questions after watching the video, just let me know. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks a lot. Okay, so good morning, good morning. This is Wednesday, October 16th, and we are making a fun fold card today. We are using the Most Wonderful Time product medley again. I told you guys on Monday that I was going to try to pull off a fun fold card with this suite, and oh my gosh, I love this suite so much, so it wasn't too difficult to pull off a card. And we are using the stamp set tonight. So the other night we only used just this greeting here, but we are actually using the presents and the tree and the greeting, and we're also using the dies, which I don't think we used those the other night either on that box. So yes, I'm excited about today's project. I'm going to start out with the designer series paper first. So of course this is in that product medley, and we are using one sheet that measures 5 1/4 by 4, another piece that measures 4 by 2 1/2, or no, that's 4 by 3, and this is 4 by 2 1/2. We've got Old Olive that measures 11 by 4 1/4, and a piece of Real Red that measures 3 1/4 by 9 3/4. Yep, that's right. And then a piece of gold foil. As you can see, we're going to cut our star out with that. And then I've got some Whisper White, and I have some extra for our stamping, but this piece here, this measurement matters, and that one is 3 by 2 1/2. Okay. Let's see, where are we going to start actually? So I'm going to move all of these over, and we're going to stamp first. I know that's different from what I normally do, but that's what we're doing today. Let's see. Okay, so the tree, the presents, the greeting. I'm using 2 inks today, Old Olive and Real Red, and we're also using the watercolor pencil, Old Olive, and a blender pen. I'm excited about this. I haven't used this in a while. When I first started stamping, it'll be 17 years on October 30th is when I signed up to be a demonstrator. I always used the watercolor pencils and the blender pens for coloring. Yeah, y'all have heard me say that before. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Old Olive, and I'm going to ink up this tree. So beautiful. Okay, that part's done. And then I'm going to take the top of the present, so the bows, and I'm going to ink that up with Old Olive ink. Now let me slide this over. Well, let's continue with our Old Olive. I'm going to stamp the greeting down here. Ooh, that's a little light. Let's see. A little faint in color. Sometimes if you press too hard, it gets too dark. That's much better. Okay, now I'm going to get the Real Red. And I always get the Real Red on me for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I do. Okay, so now this image, if you have this stamp set, when you stamp it, you might think, my stamp is defective. It's not. It's like a watercolor or whatever. So it's meant to have holes in it. I really don't want to put my head in the camera, but I might have to because I can't really see. Let's see. How does that look? Okay, you should use your Stamparatus, you know. I know I didn't get it. I severely messed that up. But look, I did it off camera. I have to get really close to the image to do it, so we'll just pretend y'all saw me pull that off, okay? I knew I was going to have trouble today. Okay, so now, watercolor pencil, and I'm just going to color in this tree. And this works. I know someone's going to say, oh, you can't do that. Well, sure you can. You can do whatever you want. This works. I'm just lightly coloring. I see y'all smiling faces. Thank you for doing a smiley face instead of a frowny face. I was looking at my video from the other night and I had a couple angry faces. I was like, I wonder if that was an accident or if it was intentional. Okay, so I'm done with the Old Olive watercolor pencil. And now I'm just going to take my blender pen. And I'm not doing this perfect. Like, I'm just like, you know, quick and dirty, because it's not supposed to be perfect. In fact, that's good right there. Except we need to get the ink off of this thing. So it's not like the blends. You have to get the ink off of it. Okay, so the grading I'm going to cut out with the classic label punch, because that just gives you a wonderful starting point for that. And then we're going to get, where's my Whisper White layer? I'm going to cut out a Whisper White circle. I'm going to cut out the tree, and then the presents, and my gold foil star. Now, we'll do the star first. I'm staying far, far, far away from the foil because my face reflects in it. Okay, there's that. It's so pretty. Now, I don't want to lose that. So now let's take the presents, and I'm going to angle that. How does that look? Does it look straight? I did not do this off camera, so I got to get this one right. It's a little crooked, but I can live with it. Okay. That's trash. Now the tree. I love this tree. It's so pretty. I almost used the stickers, but then I'm like, okay, wait, I promised them that I was going to use the stamp set. So this bundle does have a whole bunch of the tree stickers, and it's really pretty, but you can also stamp it. And then our last one is this circle. And I know someone's going to say, why didn't you cut multiple of those at a time? I should have. I could have. But sometimes it's a lot to manage. Talking, stamping, cutting. I am a good multitasker though, but okay, there's that. Now for our card base. So we have all of our pieces here. We are ready to make our card. Oh, that's a good point, Kathy, about the angry face thingy. You're right. I've accidentally hit it myself a couple times and felt so bad. Okay, so again, this measures 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to score it at 2 3/4. Oh, goodness gracious, I jumped the track. We'll make it work. And then 5 1/2. It should be okay. And then we're going to take the 3 1/4 by 9 3/4 and score it at the same measurement. So 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Okay, so where's my bone folder? Here it is. There's that part. Okay, so you see where I'm going here? So it's called a Z-fold, but I'm doing it a little bit different, I think, than what I've seen in the past. So let's decorate this with our paper now. So this piece here is going to go inside here. So if you're making this card, you're going to need 2 sheets. This paper comes in 6x6 sheets in the Most Wonderful Time product medley. And you get a bunch of sheets of this pattern. You're using 2 for this card. So that means, yes, I have used 4 since I made my sample, and now I'm making this one. But there's more in there. So, yeah. And now, this one is going to get added to this piece. Okay? Making sure I'm putting it on the right side. Let's see. Turn it over. Okay, there's that one. And then we have this piece right here. And these little candy canes, they're all over the place, so it doesn't matter if it looks like it's upside down or sideways or whatever. It's not. They go in all different directions. They do kind of sort of lend to one direction in particular, but it's okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my bone folder. That just kind of slides all that glue around and seals it. Okay, now how to add this. I need a minute. This is like in the past why I've not done this. I think I put my, no, it's not upside down because look, these are right side up. Sometimes I haven't done fun fold cards in the past because it's very confusing sometimes. So that's how I want it to look. So I'm going to open it up, and if you want, that's how it's going to look in here. You just have to be mindful of where you're putting your adhesive. And so what I'm going to do is just fold that over. And then glue that down. Okay, so then it's like that. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm just going to put adhesive on this side. So hopefully by doing it this way, that will be helpful for you guys remembering where to put your adhesive. Okay, let's see if I did it right. Oh, I did. I didn't mess it up either. I was so afraid when I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to mess it up. And I didn't. Yes. Okay. So now that piece that I told you, the Whisper White layer, that's going to go right here. Again, that measures what? 3 by 2.5. So technically this would be like where you would sign your card, or you could sign your card. Yes. Now, if you weren't hoarding your paper, you could add another piece of Designer Series paper here. I'm okay with that just being red. You could add another white layer right here if you wanted to, which is the same measurement as this. But like I said, I'm okay with it just being blank. Yeah, you could put a little deer over there. Okay, so now we're going to add this piece, and I'm just going to use my liquid glue. Ruh-roh. Get back up there. Ah. No video is complete without messing up at least one time. Okay, now our tree. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put a couple. Actually, I'm going to put 3. That's a lot, but I'm actually going to give this card to somebody. It's so pretty. Okay, so this is going to go here. And then we're going to add our star. And I'm going to take a mini dimensional. And that's going to go up here. So far, so good, right? Okay, so now we've got our presents. So I'm going to add this taller one over here. So I'm going to take my regular size dimensional and add it over here. Just kind of sort of touching the tree a little bit. And then I'm going to take this present and put this one over here on this side. Oops. Okay. So that's there. Now we have this extra one here. You don't have to use it, but I decided why not just go ahead and add it on the inside. You could put it down here. I'm just going to put it right here in the center. Okay, and then now for our greeting. So I need my scissors. I'm going to do the same thing I did the other day, and I'm just going to whack off the ends. I don't really want that kind of tip or end or whatever you call it. I want it to just look just like that. And then I'm going to take the mini dimensionals and I'm going to put 2 on there. So 1 and 2. Take the backing off. Okay, so what do you think? Oh, there's a little scrap there. Pretty cute, right? Okay, let's check out my sample. I know, I thought it was going to be complicated too. So here's the one I made yesterday, and then here's the one we just made. So yesterday's version, and then today's version. They're identical. Yeah. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next Monday for my regular Facebook Live. Yeah, okay. Thank you, guys.